Hi, I'm Jennifer McDonald from the OSCC 55 Plus Conant Branch Shadow Day program. Today we're going to do a little bit of a quiz. This is Guess the Hairdo. And we're going to go through several decades. Maybe you had some of these hairdos. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's not. But then I'm also going to give a little bit of a history on some of them for you. As always, if you have any photos of yourself in any of these hairdos, please comment below and share us the photos. We would love to see them. All right, what is this first one called? Let me know. Looks old. Could be just the black and white that's tricking me. This is the finger wave. The finger wave was just a method of setting your hair into curls or waves. Very popular in the 1920s. Look at these fine looking gentlemen here. What was this? All but one have a part on the back of their head, on the middle of their head, I should say. This was the slick back. To achieve this look, men would use brilliantine, and which we call brill cream, and slick back their hair. It was usually parted in the middle or towards one side. It was popular in the 1920s. However, I do know that brill cream was popular later in the 50s and 60s. I believe my grandpa used it even in the 70s. The joke was he would tell me that men would sit on the couch and they would leave a little spot on the couch where the back of their head always touched from the brill cream. Here's two different ladies, they look like, but very similar hairstyles. This is the bob. So let's go back to that one. They're quite short, but a bob, I would kind of think a bob kind of comes down here by the jawline, shoulders, but it's a short haircut for women, sometimes men, in which the hair is typically cut straight around the head at the jaw level, sometimes have bangs, but definitely down kind of around here. This one, similar, I guess, but not similar. This was called the curtain. Curtained hair is a term given to the hairstyle featuring a long fringe divided either in the middle or side. So I guess, yeah, they're both in the middle. So I guess you could look, probably, oh, my computer fell there. Probably, I guess you could say I have the curtain because it's parted in the side and kind of hangs long. This one, what is this one called? Very pretty. This is called victory rolls. Let's go back, victory rolls. So you see those little, the circles in there. Those were named after plane maneuvers of fighter planes in World War II in the 1940s, because the planes, when they did their maneuvers and they rolled, they created exhaust that created rolls in the sky. So that was kind of where this hairstyle got its name, was victory rolls. Oh yes, this one definitely looks like my grandpa, and actually, you know, it looks like a lot of regular guys nowadays, to be quite honest, other than the black and white photo. The swung over. This hairstyle was popular in the 1940s and continues to be popular now. The hair is short in the back, short on the sides, a little bit long on top. Let's look. Yep, short in the back, short on the sides, and long on top. So very popular today. How about this one? This is, that's Liza Minnelli there. I'm not sure exactly who that other person is. She looks familiar to me. Liza Minnelli, what is this? This is the pixie cut. So they were popular in the 1950s. Depending on the style, pixies ranged from short as to a ½ an inch, all the way up to 2 or 3 inches long. Pixies are very easy to maintain and can be worn casually or dressed up. I would think they're easy to maintain, except for if you're someone like me or other people I know, if you have a cowlick, because sometimes those cowlicks are very hard to control. Oh, this one also very popular, I would say, probably still very popular today. This is a side part, so very plain name. The regular haircut, side parted with tapered back and sides, and it's considered a clean cut fashion and preferred by parents, school authorities across the United States and Canada in the 1950s. So I would probably say it's probably also considered a good business haircut for nowadays too, although we're very much more liberal than we were in the 1950s. Oh, how about this one? I know that's Elvis there, but this one is called the Pompadour. Ooh, look They say the higher the hair, the closer to God. Look at that. So the Pompadour, rock star style. At the height of its popularity, the Pompadour was actually a men's hairstyle. Elvis Presley, Little Richard, and other rock styles. At the height of its popularity, the Pompadour was actually a men's hairstyle. So it was often seen as like the greaser of the 1940s and 50s. This one. Very nice, up high in the front as well. So this is the Pompadour of Femme. So for women, it's what the women did to get a Pompadour style for their hair. Very similar at the front with bangs, but the back, the hair was longer and different. Okay, they look like very different hairstyles with the one exception, this one. The short bangs. In 1950s, it was a decade known for experimentation with new styles and culture. Following, short tight curls with a poodle cut known as short bangs were popular, favored by women such as First Lady Mamie Eisenhower. So let's go back. There she is right there. So those are very short bangs. Here's another. So we had Elvis. Here we have Lisa Marie. Again, the higher the hair, the closer to God. This is the bouffant. It's a type of hairstyle characterized by hair raised high on the head. Became popular at the beginning of the 1960s when First Lady Jackie Kennedy was often photographed with her hair in a bouffant. Just keeps getting higher here, folks. This one is the beehive. The beehive was formed using a comb and running it back and forth down the hair to create a knotted effect, which we would probably call now just teasing the hair. And it was lightly combed over to smooth the effect down. The longer the hair, the higher the beehive. Oh yes, very popular one. Still very popular depending on who you are and what your job is. This is the buzz cut, also known as the brush cut. This one is just got by using electric clippers. So they call it the butch cut, crew cut, flap top, the Ivy League, and nice and short. A lot of people in the military will have this haircut. Oh, there they are, the Beatles. Beatles were known for having hair over their ears. So they also had the mop top because it resembles a mop, clearly. It's a mid-length hairstyle named after the popularized Beatles, and it was widely mocked by many adults. So I guess the kids and teenagers wanted the mop top, and the parents wanted the business-looking haircut that we had earlier. Oh yes, I think we're coming into the 70s and 80s here. And this is the perm. Hairstyle produced by setting the hair in waves or curls and then treating it with chemicals so that the style lasts for several months. There it had the home permanent, you'd go to the hairdresser and there was perms happening all over, and it was really a quite distinctful smell. Oh yes, here we are in the 80s again. The odd time you'll see it now, not very often. This one is the mullet. So let's go back. What they say, the nickname is the mullet is business in the front, so the front of their hair, and party in the back with the long hair. So it's short in the front and sides and long in the back. Oh, there it says that. Another term is business in the front, party in the back. Now I do have to say, I'm presenting this this PowerPoint to you, but I will say I had a really wonderful student that was working with me, and his name was Joe, and so he created this for us initially. So I am presenting it to you. I didn't want it to go to waste in my computer sitting there. I wanted to share it with you guys, so that's why I'm sharing. But if Joe, if you're watching, this is his original PowerPoint, so thanks, Joe. Here's another one, Mr. T there. That's the Mohawk, a hairstyle in which, in the most common variety, both sides of the head are shaven, and you leave just a strip of hair right down the middle, the Mohawk. Ooh. These were popular. They're not popular now. I would probably say, thank goodness they're not popular now. This man here on the right has a literally a rat, so that will give you a clue to what this is, the rat tail. It's characterized by a long tail-like element of hair growing downward on the back, right from the back of the head. It usually hangs naturally. However, it can be braided, treated, permed, straightened, curled with a curling iron. In some instances, an individual might choose to grow several tails as opposed to a single long tail. I have to admit, I've never seen multiple tails. I've only seen one tail. I am happy that this trend went out of style. Oh yes, this was popular. We always joke when you're kids, right? Kids, we get these haircuts usually done by your mother in your kitchen. I fortunately enough didn't have it, but I did know kids that had, and it's a bowl cut. Bowl cut is a plain short haircut where the hair is cut with a straight fringe on the front, so straight bangs, and the rest of the hair is the same length all the way around. It's named because it looks like someone puts a bowl on their head and then you just follow the bowl to make the haircut. So that's where the bowl cut comes from. It looks like you have a bowl right on your head. Now this one's very popular now. A couple of years ago it became very, very popular. And this is the man bun. It's just men who don't have a traditional short hair and they want to put it up like a woman would put her hair in a bun, and a man puts his hair in a bun. So that's what the man bun is. Really, if you look at it, that's exactly what it is. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, just a reminder, if you had any of these hairstyles or you have any of these hairstyles, please comment below and share us a picture. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.